Outdoor baseball now from the Warehouse District and Target Field here in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Minnesota Twins. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Irvin Santana, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he was really on his game. Had a bunch of strikeouts and really kept the hitters off balance. We'll see if he can do that here.
Scooter Gennett heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
First pitch tonight is looked at for strike one as we get underway at 7:11 p.m. And EK, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They've been on a real nice run of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games.
And they were able to put together a good performance in the victory yesterday afternoon, so they'll see if they can keep it going here.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
Santana's ready. Here's the 0-2. Now a hard liner toward short, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, you know, this is a guy who's going to come right at you, even when he's got you down in the count 0-2. Right here he's thinking punch out. But this one bites off a little bit too much of that strike zone, and he squanders that advantage in the count by serving up an 0-2 single to the first batter he faces.
Jonathan Lucroy will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, Matt, I think you got to keep an eye on the Hebrew Hammer, Ryan Braun. He always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him, whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the 9th inning with 2 outs. His approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
He's set. Here it comes. Ryan Braun is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Yeah, guys, he's a very solid umpire. Well respected for the strike zone he calls and the consistency he brings to the job.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to. The great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And this is swung on and missed on a good pitch, and Braun is gone for out number 2. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Brian Dozier doesn't get enough attention for his defense. He's known for his offense and hitting home runs from second base, but he's also provided this team with solid play at the keystone position. Got a quick first step. He changes directions well. Very smooth at turning double plays. Adds up to be a very reliable second baseman.
Chris Carter stands in as he looks at a called strike.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
2 out with the man at first. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 0-2, here it comes. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Brewers strand 1. The Twins coming up. No score. Willie Peralta will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty. In his last start, he was pretty effective. Got the win and only allowed 2 runs. Going to try and do that here again.
Byron Buxton comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Byron Buxton.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
And you know, the little things have been a recurring theme on these telecasts for years now. But when you're in a losing streak like this, no matter how minor it is, it always seems like the little things are going the other team's way. That has certainly been the case these last few games.
A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Matty, Joe Mauer is still a guy you have to be careful with. He is such a clutch hitter for this ball club. His average with runners in scoring position is up over 400 on the year, so expect him to cash in if he gets a chance.
First offering on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Nieuwenhuis is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what's the word?
Well, Matty, Jonathan Lucroy behind the plate, one of the best framers in all of baseball. We'll get an opportunity to watch him work in this one and see how many pitches he gets for his guys when he's behind that dish.
Trevor Plouffe gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Good at bat so far here with 2 away. You're going to go down in order. At least make that guy work for it. Got himself back into a fastball count now.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. After 1, no score. Kirk Nieuwenhuis will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April.
Nieuwenhuis.
A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Escobar is there, and he's got it, and it's a first pitch out to begin the second.
Third baseman.
And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. Aaron Hill will stand in, and he was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday.
Well, when you're hitting under 200 for the season, games like yesterday are going to happen on a regular basis.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Well, one thing you can always say when you're facing a guy like this is that he's going to strike hitters out. The question is, are you going to make him work for those strikeouts? And if those 3 pitches are any indication at all, these guys could be in for a long night.
Alex Presley will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Good movement there on the fastball as Santana gets ahead 0-1. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul for strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Brian Dozier will stand in now. He drove in 2 of their 3 runs in that ball game yesterday.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Peralta gets the sign. Here it comes. Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Eddie Rosario will dig in now. And as you can see, he's right up there in the American League batting race, currently second entering play.
And he has a top 5 on-base percentage as well.
Here comes the first pitch. Back to him, and that's off his leg. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Coming to the plate now, Jorge Polanco. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Neuenhuis giving chase. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
Miguel Sano will take his first cuts now. Currently second in the American League in home runs.
And he hit one out of the park last game, too.
here's a fastball called for strike one. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike.
Very economical to start out there. Got through that first inning on just 9 pitches. He's got a chance to keep it in single digits here again in the second.
Here's the 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Domingo Santana will stand in. He's got that average pushing up near 300 to start the new season.
Domingo Santana.
Into the seats, 0-1. Santana looks in. 0-1 pitch on its way. Hit hard to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line, and so far these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Jonathan Villar will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training, as he has really struggled in the early going. Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single.
That may have been one of those situations where you wonder, he's not going to be able to throw him out at first. Maybe that's one where you try and see if that would have gone foul.
Scooter Gennett will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game.
Yeah, a lot of guys are trying to pull everything when they get up to the plate. He went the opposite way, really paid off for him.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt, and now let's see. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now.
And you wonder if sometimes he was just getting a little too preoccupied out there with the speed at first base, and he totally loses focus on the guy at the plate. And now that essentially is going to work like a stolen base, and he's in the scoring position now on the wild pitch.
Oh, and he comes after him again there. Ball 2.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
Hot shot on the ground is short. And the throw is wide, as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Well, I think if we were playing tennis, you'd call this one an unforced error. This is fairly routine out to short. I'm not sure what would have caused him to throw so wildly. But you can see the first baseman unable to keep his foot on the bag, and that's going to go down as an E6.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Runner tags from second as the catch is made here shy of the track. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
A little bit of a risk there with 2 away. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there, and that puts runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
He's set, and the pitch. Ryan Braun is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Kurt Suzuki will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off.
Suzuki.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Fly ball out toward left center field. Braun has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away.
Batting ninth, left fielder, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar will stand in, and boy, look at that batting average to start off the month of April.
And I think it's just a little too early to get overly excited about this guy, but we all know he's very capable of keeping this up over the course of the season.
And Braun will handle this one for route number 2.
And if these guys want to keep hitting fly balls, I think he'll be happy with that. Especially when it's the guys down near the bottom of the lineup.
Byron Buxton will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
They did hit it hard, but I'll tell you, as a hitter, you want to get down to first base. Nice swing, the attaboys, that doesn't go away.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Hit down the third base line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 home. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
You know, good hitters in this situation, when you're down in the count, they tend to try to go the other way. We'll see if he does that right here.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Chris Carter is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Santana gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Here's Santana right back at it now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1.
Well, he gets ahead of another hitter there, and I'm told he's thrown a first pitch strike to around 90% of the batters he's faced so far, and that's pretty amazing.
The windup and the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
And I don't think that's where he wanted that two-seamer to end up. That thing leaked right back over the heart of the plate.
Left field and deep. Escobar racing back, and this one is gone. A home run. It's a solo shot here for Chris Carter. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
Into the box now, Kirk Neuenhuis. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either, but when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
And the pitch on 2-1. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
That's a nice comeback from down in the count, 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there. He had a good plan to start with, and then he executed that plan all the way through the at-bat.
So here's Aaron Hill. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And Hill able to lay off again. It's 2-0 now.
And after the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
And there's the first strike, 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Tap fouled at home plate. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Alex Presley will be next. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Well, this is how you bounce back from giving up a home run. Back-to-back strikeouts. As a pitcher, you've got to have a short memory out there, and he looks like he's come back from that one in pretty good shape.
In now, Alex Presley. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Hit hard down the line. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Standing in now, Domingo Santana, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Sano has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Brewers are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Milwaukee. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Joe Mauer settles in to start things out for Minnesota.
Number 7.
Swing and a liner, but foul. 0-1, here's the pitch. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So with the leadoff man aboard, we take a trip into the recent past here as we call on our graphic for today's edition of This Date in Baseball History. Standing in, Trevor Plouffe. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Nope. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
On the ground to short. This could be 2. 1 there. On to Carter, and it's in time for a double play.
The second baseman.
Oh, nice. Just a 2-hopper to short. Can't ask for anything easier than that, and they'll roll up your basic 6-4-3.
Brian Dozier will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
Into the windup and the pitch. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Here's a high pop-up. Lucroy is in his tracks now, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Twins retired in short order. They still trail 1-0. Jonathan Villar heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Shortstop, Jonathan Villar.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Santana steps into the windup. Here's the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it seems like you kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate,
Number 2.
this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Now we'll step off and rethink this. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. As he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. And he'll make the catch. Oh, check that! He didn't look it into his glove, and the ball drops in. And he'll get in there safely.
And the way their starter's throwing, another run here, that might be all they need. He's into scoring position now with a double.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Well, you see there on the graphic, the double was his 3rd of the season here in this first month. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And he's able to fight this one off, foul to the right, and the count will hold at 1-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. If he keeps throwing the way he is, he can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Ryan Braun will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, and a big swing there by Braun, but he comes up empty. No balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
Squared that one up just a little late. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Eddie Rosario will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Line towards center field. Neuenhuis has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Stepping in now, Jorge Polanco. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Now a fastball is skied out to Braun in left. 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Miguel Sano.
Miguel Sano comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And a slider not close here as he missed with it down and in. It's ball 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
2 out, nobody on. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
A little low, it's 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Sano will head for second. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get him right back into it.
So striding in, Kurt Suzuki, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
So stepping in, Eduardo Escobar, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Lifted in the air to center field. Neuenhuis on the move, and that retires the side. Twins strand a pair. They trail this one 1-0. Chris Carter will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run. That's it.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Well, for that man right there, only the one run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
And that's what I'd call an intelligent at-bat right there. It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls the strike zone. Got himself a leadoff walk.
Into the box now, Kirk Neuenhuis, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Santana comes set. Here it is on 0-1.
No balls.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
No big surprise here with the runner on first base and nobody out. They're going to work him down in the strike zone to try to get that ground ball. But hey, strikeouts are good.
So here's Aaron Hill, and there he goes towards second. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Wow, he's had his number so far. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts, and now this. Man, this is a game to forget.
Alex Presley will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard but just fouled, and that was just about extra bases. A 1 pitch on its way. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. 2 out with the man at first. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Domingo Santana strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And for Milwaukee, this is a spot where you really need that one key hit.
Hit sharply on the ground. Dozier fields it cleanly. On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Brewers 1 and the Twins nothing. Byron Buxton will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced. So he's pitching very, very well right now.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen, as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This is a guy that's got to understand his abilities here. He's got the speed to beat out any ground ball, but he's taking uppercut swings trying to go yard.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hard hit at third, right to Hill. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. And it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here's one in the air now for Braun out in left. And there's the second out of the inning.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. hits it high and deep out to center field. Nieuwenhuis going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Oh, I'll tell you what, this ball is absolutely mashed. I mean, this isn't Coors Field or Fenway Park, mind you. It takes a lot to hit a ball out of here. I'm sitting here thinking, no way is this ball ever going to get there. But he winds up halfway up the wall. That's just amazing.
Brian Dozier will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. For Plouffe, it's his fourth double here in this early part of the year. The 0-1 on its way. This is in the air to left field. On the move is Braun. And the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. We're on to the seventh now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Jonathan Villar will come forward now to begin the seventh inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead, 0-1.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now that's popped up. Plouffe is there for it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Scooter Gennett ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound, and it appears a change is on its way as that'll do it for Ervin Santana. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. Trevor May will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Trevor May.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. This is pulled into right. And he'll get over to... Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that?
Boy, I'm not really sure what happened right there. I wonder if he might have lost that ball in the lights, but that seems like a ball that he should have caught.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Strike two. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Now the 0-2 pitch. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Ripped down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Ryan Braun will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. To second for one. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Eddie Rosario will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Peralta into his motion. First pitch on its way. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ballgame, and that's why he's on top.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Smoke toward the hole. Jeanette is there and taken in out there for the first out.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Jorge Polanco will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Eduardo Nunez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Eduardo Nunez.
Hit sharply toward the right side. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Tyler Thornburg will come on and make his fourth appearance in this campaign.
Tyler Thornburg.
Miguel Sano will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. First pitch on its way. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Here comes the 1-0. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
These have both been easy takes so far. Neither one of these pitches really approaching the strike zone.
Skied into straightaway right. Santana is there. And that's the second out of the inning.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
So it's a runner at first with two men out, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. A runner on first with two away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And Neuenhuis will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Twins wind up stranding one. They're down 1-0. Eduardo Nunez will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 9, Eduardo.
Chris Carter will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Drilled to the left side. Backhanded. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Kirk Neuenhuis digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And that's too high, ball 2. Bases are empty, one man out. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through for a hit.
Yeah, and plenty of hits here so far, but not a lot to show for it in the run column. Maybe this can help turn that around as they get a man on here with just one away.
Aaron Hill will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Runners on first with one down. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. Third strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Alex Presley is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his third hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Domingo Santana steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ball game, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when
this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate, and he's safe. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 3-0 game.
Oh, and a crucial at-bat right there. And that's what they call delivering when the pressure's on, as they play 2 more here and move that lead to 3 now.
Striding into the box, Jonathan Villar, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Brewers 3 and the Twins nothing. Eduardo Escobar digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. First delivery to him on the way. Right side hit hard, and a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
Byron Buxton will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. This is lined into left field, and it'll fall in front of Braun, a base hit.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Joe Mauer will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Calling for it, Braun. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 24, Trevor Blue.
Jeremy Jeffress is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Jeremy Jeffress.
Trevor Plouffe will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Neuenhuis is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
A little bit of a risk there with 2 ways. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there, and that puts runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
Ready once again, Brian Dozier. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Oh, and just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Throw to first, and that gets him out of the jam. Twin strand a pair. Still down 3-0. Downtown St. Paul there, not far from us here at Target Field as we're set to begin the 9th inning in this one. Leading off the inning, Scooter Gennett, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. This is flared out towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Jonathan Lucroy steps in, got a base hit in his last at-bat.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Now here's the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you've got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. 1 out, nobody on. Another one sent foul. Way outside. 1-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Still 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Here's Ryan Braun now. Now a ball lined to the right side, but this is speared by the first baseman.
Boy, and how they get out of this one with only 1 out on this play is a mystery. This probably should have been much more than that, but they can't wind up making the play.
Here's Chris Carter now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Two out with the man at first. Yanked on the ground down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble. Here he's right on this pitch, and he smokes it into left field for a solid single.
In now, Kirk Neuenhuis, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Two men are on with 2 men out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit out towards second. Dozier has it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Will Smith is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 13, Will Smith.
Eddie Rosario will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so Quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
Belted high and deep into right center. Santana going back on it to the track. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number one.
Eduardo Nunez will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Boy, no messing around here in this 9th inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitching. That's usually a fastball.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
And unless these guys can turn things around quickly, it's starting to look like this winning streak is going to come to an end at 3 games.
Miguel Sano makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
The 0-1 delivery. And that's cut on and missed, so now the Twins are down to their final strike here.
And that pitch is only 89 miles an hour. You know, that's not the hardest fastball you're ever going to come across, but it's the command and the two-seam movement that makes that a tough pitch to hit.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and with that, you already guarantee yourself no worse than a split in this quick 2-game series as they take the victory here in the opener.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Brewers win it 3-0. Good night from Minneapolis.